Well, hello, my beautiful Aquarius. How are ya? Welcome to your Angel Garden message with Limitless Light. I'm so happy and grateful that you're all joining me today. Yes, indeed. I hope you are doing well. I hope this moon energy is treating you well. We're taking the time to meditate on our intentions, scripting them, okay? Releasing anything that no longer serves us, okay? Letting go um, of karmic ties. I mean, anybody who is not meeting you emotionally, okay? Um, I woke up today with something on my mind in regards to um, how um, about letting go of faith. Oh, welcome, hummingbird. Welcome. I thought they were. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm like a cat sometimes. Like, oh, the hummingbirds are back. Yeah. Um. So yeah, what's on my mind about divine timing. It is um about everything. Okay. Um. All right, my love. So yes, I was really contemplating on how I was feeling today. And it was really about divine timing. And some things just pop in my head, y'all. Okay, things that sometimes pop in my head, and especially with today being May 5th. I mean, the 5/25, 2025. Okay, it's a very strong theme. Okay, um, and what I'm hearing is that it's a time of mental um, realignment, okay, and divine connection. Um, know that your words carry power. Speak your truth. I've been saying a lot about watch your mouth, but that's in the heat. That's when you might get triggered because it's a lot of there's a lot of triggering going on. Okay. Um, and so when I say that, when I say watch your mouth, it really just, hey, take a step back, okay, before you speak. Because we speak truth, Aquarius, okay? And sometimes truth comes out like a sword and it just cuts deep, okay? It can cut real deep. So even though we're speaking our truth, all right, because that's who we are in essence, okay, be mindful of that because, um, you know, your words have power, all right? So use this energy to set your intention for your soul alignment, okay? Uh, that'll help bring in collaboration with others. Trust that the universe is synchronizing these people, okay? Bringing in the right people. Trust that your path and possibilities will meet you where you are. Mm. Will meet you where you are. I love that. I love that. So, um, you know, continue to um, stay in alignment, okay? Um, as this new moon in Gemini is bringing in a fresh wave of mental clarity. All right, and that connection, but we have to stay aligned in the energy. All right, my love. We're gonna get started with this reading, but before we get ready for that, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Here we go. Use this time to set your intention Breathing in peace and releasing stress. All right. Breathing in clarity and releasing illusion. All right. One last time. Breathing in fresh new connection. Releasing. Anybody who does not bring anything positive to your table. Let's do it. Good, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. I was really contemplating on how I was feeling today. And it was really about divine timing. And some things just pop in my head, y'all. Okay. Things that sometimes pop in my head. And especially with today being May 5th, I mean, 5/25, 2025. Okay. It's a very strong theme. Okay. Um, and what I'm hearing is that it's a time of mental um, realignment, okay, and divine connection. Um, know that your words carry power. Speak your truth. I've been saying a lot about watch your mouth, but that's in the heat. That's when you might get triggered because it's a lot of there's a lot of triggering going on. Okay. Um, and so when I say that, when I say watch your mouth, that really just, hey, take a step back, okay, before you speak. Because we speak truth, Aquarius, okay? And sometimes truth comes out like a sword and it just cuts deep, okay? It can cut real deep. So, even though we're speaking our truth, all right, because that's who we are in essence, okay, be mindful of that because, um, you know, your words have power, all right? So use this energy to set your intention for your soul alignment, okay? Uh, that'll help bring in collaboration with others. Trust that the universe is synchronizing these people, okay? Bringing in the right people. Trust your path and possibilities will meet you where you are. Mm. Will meet you where you are. I love that. I love that. So, um, you know, continue to um, stay in alignment, okay? Um, as this new moon in Gemini is bringing in a fresh wave of mental clarity. All right, and that connection, but we have to stay aligned in the energy. All right, my love. We're gonna get started with this reading, but before we get ready for that, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths with me. Here we go. Use this time to set your intention, breathing in peace and releasing stress. All right. Breathing in clarity and releasing illusion. Creating a fresh new connection. Releasing. Anybody who does not bring anything positive to your table. Let's do it. Good, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, I have meditated over your space, okay? And cleared it as well. Ooh, got some extra here. Let's bring that. Get to that. Everything is up right. Ooh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Okay, let's see what beautiful angel number spirit has for wonderful sign of Aquarius. All right, this is a collective reading. Only take what resonates, okay? Yeah, don't, hey. But, I always say there's always something in here that you can, piece of something. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, spirit. All right, we have spiritual awakening here. New beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. Don't fear, Aquarius. Okay, no. Be encouraged. I love that word. Be encouraged. Anything else in this deck? You're on the right path, Aquarius. Oh, thank you for that. All right. Oh my. Very true. Take it from somebody who knows. Very, very true. Because I am definitely not the person I was a year ago. I'm not the person I was yesterday. Because each and every day I wake up with some new enlightenment that says, "Oh no, what was yesterday is not what we're doing today." It's just not. Um, it's not what we're doing. Okay, we're continuing to grow and evolve. I mean, and anybody who is not on board, a few readings ago, I said they're gonna miss the train, and I meant that they're gonna miss the train, and you have to learn to let go. You have to learn to let go and just pray for those people. I'm just saying, you're just gonna have to pray. The OJ said, "Don't miss this train at the station, because you'll feel sorry." Oh no, I will feel sorry for you. Because it's pulling off. With you or without you. With you or without you. Because a lot of times spirit sent help. Spirit sent help. Spirit sent help by sending Aquarius. Okay? Spirit sent help by sending Aquarius. Yeah. So, stay optimistic, Aquarius. Stay in joy. Count your blessings, okay? Know that you're headed in the right direction. If you've learned these lessons, you're a master. You are unfuckwittable. You really are. And anybody who thought otherwise, I feel sorry for them because they came across the wrong one. They came across the wrong one. So, all right. Let this be a message for somebody. You just know, just know, I'm the wrong one. Okay. That fell on the floor. I'm gonna grab it. We have self-care here, okay? Get your self-care in, Aquarius. Take time to replenish your mind, body, and soul. It is a must. It is a must. You know, stop letting people, excuse me, take you off track. Okay, make yourself a priority. It might be like, no, I can't do it today. No, not this time. Not this time. Okay, we're not gonna do it this time. Anything else in here? I'm just getting called to go back there. Stop putting yourself at the bottom of the list. Stop it. Okay. Let it be known. You know what? I need to go do this for me. Um, Whatever it is. Take that vacation if you need it. Take a spa day if you need it. Um, whatever it is that, puts you in a state of bliss. Okay? Is there anything else in this deck? My beautiful Aquarius, thank you, Spirit. People, I'm just thinking, how often do you say thank you? How often do you stay in gratitude? How often are you in gratitude? Ask yourself that. Okay, Spirit, one more shuffle. Anything else? One more shuffle. All right, Aquarius. Radiant Goddess, Acceptance. You are an amazing goddess, ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tapping your power, Aquarius, by owning your beauty and potential, by not making any apologies for it. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know, mm, I feel the energy of Venus. I don't know about you, boo. But yeah, I've been feeling that. Yeah. You gorgeous hunk. You just a gorgeous, beautiful person. Woman, man, yes you are. Yes you are. Regardless of what anybody else says. You're not making no apologies for it. Just say thank you. Be receptive. Be receptive. Aquarius. Then we got passion ignited. Live with passion. All right. By stepping into what feeds your soul and what gives you joy. That's that taking that initiative energy, right? Again, um, taking that initiative. hmm Doing whatever it is that brings you joy. Whatever, you have an abundant of ideas. All right. Pick one. Just pick one. All right. When people are looking for someone with creativity, who do they call? An Aquarius. Okay. They want someone who has an abundance of ideas, who, a jack of all trades. Who do they call? I'm hearing that old song, Ghostbusters. Who do they call? Aquarius. That's who they call. Yeah, I'm hearing that song, Ghostbusters. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Do it. Work with what you have. That's why I say God is giving you an abundance of skills. All right. If it's not from this lifetime, trust it's from previous lifetime. Because I am a one to let you know there's things that I have no way in this lifetime know how to do. But I know how to do it. Okay. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah. That's an oldie. All right, let's just take a look at some clarifying cards. Sure, stuff, right? This deck tends to, it can go both ways. It doesn't matter. Just like Aquarius, we can go both ways. Look, what we gonna do? What we doing? Okay, we can go both ways. What we doing? Okay, let's see. Let's pull some more cards for the collective. Anything in this deck? Cutting edge. Life through obstacles, Aquarius, okay? And carve a path towards your dream. All right? Cut through it. Cut through the BS. Cut through the nonsense. Cut through the doubt. Cut through the fears, Cut through the limiting beliefs, okay? And go after it. Go after it. Go after it. And look at the train track. What did I tell you? Look at that train track. You go. I ain't playing. The train is leaving the station. Train leaving the station. And it ain't waiting for nobody. Either you're ready, you heard the call, or you didn't. Simple. Simple. But what I am hearing is, redemption. I understand. It's hard. It's hard to continue to have faith. Okay, it's hard to walk the life of faith. Especially when we're. Let me see this here. Your limiting beliefs tell you that if it's not visible, that it's not true. Okay, it will tell you that it is unattainable, that it is not within your reach. Okay, because we're still focusing on our timing and not divine time. There are times where I hear Spirit saying that, if I gave you what you wanted at the time that you wanted it, that you may not have known how to handle it. That's, that's a part of the reason why that we go through these trials and tribulations and spiritual awakening. It gets us in position. It puts us in position. Yeah, it puts us in position to receive. All right, Spirit. Anything else? Put us in position. This is why, Spirit is asking us to take stock in our accomplishments, to take notice and be in gratitude. That's why I was saying, how often Are you in gratitude? We've learned the lesson. We should be we should be in gratitude for those lessons. I mean, goodness, there's been situations I'll be like, oh my God, thank you for getting me out of that. Out of that relationship, out of that job, you know, even though it might have went down the way it went down, but aren't you relieved? I'm in gratitude. Okay. That just means that God is closing on one door and opening another. So we're looking with anticipation, or we're looking back at the past of what coulda, shoulda, woulda. Is there anything else to say? My mind is focused on you. One more shuffle spirit. My mind is focused on you. Okay. What is that? Making miracles. Okay? Yeah, making miracles. Stay open minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life, Aquarius. Magic unfolds in your life. When you stay in the moment, you know, when you can just take time out um, from the redundance of the everyday and just be, it allows you to open yourself up to the miracle. hmm You know, you can call it daydreaming. Yeah, you can call it daydreaming a little bit. Dream weaver, dreaming and imagining, bringing your powerful vision into reality. A part of that manifestation. Mm-hmm. So spirit said, the stressful situation is almost over. So if you're in a stressful situation, my love, just know, that it doesn't last forever. Life-changing blessings are on the way for you. Keep a shuffle card. Then we are going to get ready to wrap this up. So I hope this is bringing you some encouragement. All right. Because I'm sensing it, um, I'm sensing a stressful collective. I'm sensing, you know, the waiting is weighing heavily on you. Okay. I'm sensing that. All right. But stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. Okay. If nothing else, just say, I'm doing this for me. That's that. That's that self-care piece, right? Yeah, that's our self-care piece. Okay. Trying to fan them out as much as I can. Mhm. Okay, good. Ooh, inner child. And 8. Inner child. I am so happy and grateful for my inner child. You know, Spirit wants you to be childlike, to see things from a sense of wonder and amazement. You know, it's like when the birds come and visit my hummingbird. I am at awe and amazement at many different things about them. You know, one is their beauty, their resilience. Uh huh. Uh huh. You know, those little animals. Talk about resilience. You know, one of the things that it those little birds taught me is to learn to appreciate the little things in life. That's what those little birds have taught me. Everything teaches me something. Even my beautiful willow tree teaches me about resilience and how to weather the storm. Okay. So there's so many lessons that, that we are learning during this experience of going through the dark of the night, the dark, going through um, the night of the dark night of the soul. Thank you, Spirit. A little tongue tied there. Okay. As well as, you know, the experiences that we come into play with uh, people, right? So let's take a look at the inner child. 1 and 7 and 17. It is on page 8. 13, 1 is 4. This is our heart chakra. Heart chakra. Okay. You have called this card and energy, Aquarius, into your awareness today because it's time to create more fulfilling, loving relationship with your inner child. Each person has within them aspects of the child, those parts of us that can be vulnerable, misunderstood, unloved, not heard, and those wounded feelings we hold on to as children. Okay? This is a part of that shadow side. Um, let's see here. The Spirit wants you to take some time into this, wounded being who lies within you. Ask what he or she requires in order to heal. Um, I did that. And one of the things that I had to come to realize during my childhood that I never had an adult that I can remember tell me that it's okay. You know, I had no one to tell me it's okay. You're safe. It's going to be all right. So I had to reparent myself and tell myself that, you know, stay grounded, right? That I am safe, working with the root chakra. So why it's so important for me to stay grounded, to me to know that I'm safe, that I'm okay. And yet knowing that I've always had angels around me to keep me safe. So Spirit is asking you to take this time now, okay? You may feel drawn to go and see a healer or to simply take some quiet time to engage in an inner dialogue with this part of you. I also recommend um, hypnosis as well, okay, to allow you to travel back in time, okay, and address those issues. Mhm. Address those issues. It could have, because at the end, it could have issues of um, attachment issues, which also, gotta heal that. Okay. So when you know you're okay, and you know that you are safe, you don't need to latch on to other people to help, to reinforce that. Yeah. See, you know, um, we can go in even deeper into that, because when we talk about people with the ghosting situation, and I'm not talking to you, that's what people are doing these days. See, when you're healed from that shit don't bother you, and it leaves them kind of wondering. Okay, so that's why it's important, because a lot of things that we uh, involve ourselves in, find ourselves in situations really derive from an unhealed inner child wound. Okay. Self care, self care. See, so it's not just about going to the spa, which I enjoy doing. I enjoy doing a lot, that pampering my body, you know. And I am a human vessel, and this human vessel, um, gets tired, okay? But it's also looking into other aspects of your life, right? So take this time, whatever is required, know that it is a powerful time of healing and breaking free from those old restraints. It's time to set your inner child free and allow this aspect of your life to feel safe, loved, and heard. Mm. It is time to be fully engaged and present with your inner child to allow deep connection and healing. Love, love, love is gentle. It is also so very important to allow your inner child out to play. All right. So whatever it is, do what brings you joy. Okay. Whether it's coloring, drawing, playing. I am a big kid at the park. I love to play. I love to I love to play. So um, that's just me. It is Palladian energy. Okay. Um, so yeah, play. Go get on a swing. Go on the swirly twirl. I don't know what you call it. Go to an amusement park. Ride the ride. Okay. Um, whatever it is that brings that laughter. Remember that gut wrenching laughter that just will bring tears to your eyes? When was the last time you did that? Yeah, when was the last time you did that? It's a sense of release for sure. Okay? So, my love, use this card. Feel free to take a snapshot. Okay? And let's say this affirmation. Can we see it? There we go. My inner child is free to express love and joy. My inner child is free to express love and joy. My inner child is free to express love and joy. It's time to let your inner child express himself or herself. with play and joy. You know, I like play. You know, too many people are just too serious all the time. And so you just all the time, all the time. And it's like, man, you boring as fuck. You boring. You just boring. So, shoot, it's okay to play. Um, there's a time and place for everything, right? Oh my goodness, spirit. Spirit says that. I was there. Whatever it is, whatever it is, if you have a partner, make your bedroom. I heard that. That's your playtime. Whatever it is. Ay. Okay. So let's go an abundance card. Angels of abundance, and we're gonna wrap it up. Oh my god. It's amazing how that stuff just goes out. Oh. Okay. All right, my love, here we go. This is the last card, and we're going to wrap it up. Okay. All right. Donation, tithing, and charitable work. All right. Give joyfully, Aquarius. Okay. When you can. All right. Give what you can when you can. Be mindful of the organizations you give to. All right. But most importantly, Spirit wants you to joyfully give to organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you. And know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. And it doesn't have to be money, it could be your time, all right, supplies, your energy, okay, or other resources. All right. Remember, your energy is worth something. All right. And watch your blessings multiply tenfold. All right, my loves. I want to thank you for joining me today. All right. This is a collective reading. Oh, excuse me. Only take what resonates with you. If you feel inclined to share it, please do. Help my channel grow. I am accepting donations. However, I don't have, I'm going to start putting my Cash App and so forth in I guess it's the community board. Yeah, and also if you feel free to donate some new cards, that would be wonderful as well. I'm getting quite the collection, but some of them are getting, they're getting old and torn. Okay. So my love, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Those that continue to return, I see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for my new subscribers, I appreciate you so much. I'm just humbly grateful for all of you. Okay, I am sending you limitless love and light. Mwah. TTL, and have a wonderful blessed day.